Śrīmad Namaste, Guruvate Deve, Gauravani Prachariye, Nirvishesha Mashatare Namo Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. I was told the program's on the 7th, that's a little warm up. On 7th. So as Ramaji is tonight. I need to drive out of Motherwell. Huh? How many? At least I can start. Till 8 o'clock. 8 is the cut. Straight at 8. 8? Yes. In the middle of the 7th, you got the cut. So tonight we are reading from Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 4, text number 11. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Yetamam prapadyante Santataiva bhajamyaham Namahatmam nivartante Nishapata sarvasham Yetamam prapadyante Santataiva bhajamyaham Namahatmam nivartante Nishapata sarvasham Yetamam prapadyante Santataiva bhajamyaham Namahatmam nivartante Nishapata sarvasham. Go straight. Yea, Aru, Yata, as Mama, Antony, Pratyante, surrender, Tam, down, Tata, so, Eva, certainly, Vajami, reward, Aham, I, Mama, my, Vartma, path, and the Vartante, follow, Manusha, all men, Patta, Dosanapita, Saravasha, in all respects. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Om Vishnu Bhad Paramahams Pritapicharja Astatarisadhi Śrīmadesi Bhakti Vedantati Dandiko Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all the sects of Purvika. Purport. Everyone is searching for Krishna in different aspects of his manifestations. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is partially realized in his impersonal Brahmajyoti effulgence, and is the all-pervading super soul dwelling within everything, including the particles and atoms. But Krishna is fully realized only by his pure devotees. Consequently, Krishna is the object of everyone's realization. Thus, anyone and everyone is satisfied according to one's desire to have him. In the transcendental world also, Krishna reciprocates with his pure devotees in a transcendental attitude, just as the devotee wants him. One devotee may want Krishna as Supreme Master, another as his personal friend, Another is his son, and another is his lover. Krishna adores all the devotees equally according to different intensities of love for him. In the material world, the same representations of feelings are there, and they are equally exchanged by the Lord with different types of worshippers. The pure devotees, both here and in the tranquil abode associated with him in person, are able to bring their personal service to the Lord and thus derive tranquil bliss and his loving service. As for those who are impersonalists, they want to commit spiritual suicide by annihilating the individual existence of a living entity. Krishna helps them also by absorbing them into his effulgence. Such impersonalists do not agree to accept the eternal blissful personality of Godhead. Consequently, they cannot relish the bliss of transcendental personal service of the Lord, having extinguished their individuality. Some of them who are not firmly situated even in the impersonal existence return to this material field and exhibit their dormant desires for activities. They are not admitted to the spiritual planets, but they are again given a chance to act on the material planets. For those who are fruitive workers, award the desirous of their prescribed duties, and the Yogeshwara, and those who are yogis seeking mystic powers are awarded such powers. In other words, everyone is dependent of success upon his mercy only, and all kinds of spiritual processes are with different degrees of success on the same path. Unless therefore one comes to the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness, all attempts remain imperfect, as is stated in the Śrīmad Bhagavatam 2:10. Kama sarva karma va moksha karma udaradi siddhena bhakti yogena yojeta purushambaram. Whether one is without desire, the condition of the devotees, or desires of all fruitive results, or is after liberation, one should with all efforts try to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead in complete perfection, culminating in Krishna consciousness. Vandeha Shri Guru Shri Jata Bhagakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupa Sagrajatam Sadhanaganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Vishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sadhanalita Shri Vishakaritam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyamani Paschandadeshatharine. So, in this purport, Srila Prabhupada talks about different sorts of personalities, the impersonalists, the yogis, and the bhaktas, surrendering in various degrees. He also mentioned the inhabitants of Goloka Vrindavan, associating them in various rasas, according to the intensities of love for him. Krishna reciprocates with everybody equally. They say he's an equal opportunity employer. Everybody is actually engaged in serving Krishna directly or indirectly. The devotee is directly engaged in his devotional service, serving his spiritual energy. The materialists We're also serving Krishna, we're serving the material energy. Everybody here is puppets in the hands of the Lord, directly or indirectly. This reminds me of one prayer by Prabhupada to his spiritual master, make me dance, make me dance, make me dance as you like. So Krishna is the supreme puppeteer, and we are the puppets. Of course, we are not mindless puppets. We volunteer to be under the direction of the Lord, not that we're mindlessly forced to be the puppets of the Lord. We have a choice to serve Krishna directly or to serve him indirectly in the material nature. So if we actually have any good intelligence, we will see that by serving the Lord directly, we achieve eternal bodies full of bliss and knowledge, and by serving Krishna indirectly, the material nature, we get temporary bodies which are full of ignorance and misery. So one should be very learned, one should study and see what is the difference between serving the internal or the external energy. We call it marginal energy, in between. We go either way. We go the internal, the external. We're in between. We have a choice. It's called free will. So we have to intelligently study these things and see where I get the best deal. What's the best opportunity for my happiness? We get quick, cheap thrills by serving the material nature. Some intoxication, illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, some quick, cheap thrill, titillating the senses. But we don't get lasting pleasure. Happiness in the light of ignorance, or actually in the light of passion, is nectar in the beginning and poison in the end. Happiness in the light of ignorance is poison in the beginning and poison in the end. Happiness in the light of goodness is poison in the beginning and nectar in the end. And transcendental happiness is nectar in the beginning and nectar in the end. So we have to at least come to the light of goodness. Oh, let me do a little tapasya, get up early, 10 minutes, chant Hare Krishna and Japamala beads. In the beginning, it's a little austerity for us. We're not used to doing this. We do it as a matter of discipline. So it's a little bit, in the beginning it's not so nectarian, but once we get a taste for it, oh, it's the sweetest honey. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Everybody's looking for happiness. Show me one person. Even the dog's looking for happiness. Everybody's looking for happiness in this material world, all the way from Brahma down to the inner gulf of germ. We're all looking for happiness. The difficulty is we're looking in the wrong places. We're looking for the temporary so-called happiness. Maya Sukhaya, that is the real happiness, genuine Sukha. So with the mercy of great Vaishnava Acharyas, knocking the 9 days, Om Vishnu Bharat Paramahamsa Patipajagar Chandana Sadara Śrīmad Isi Bhakti Vedanta Dandito Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. We get now the means, the method, the technique by which we can actually achieve and taste Prema Rasa. Prema Rasa, the sweet rasa, the samadhi, the samrita, bhakti samrita, the sweet, mellow, what's it called? Krishna consciousness, yes. So, what is our society called? International Society for what? Krishna consciousness. So what does that mean? It means we the members are cultivating what is called Krishna consciousness, isn't it? It's called a no-brainer. So, now that we're here as members of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, we should not come for some ulterior motive. We should come here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to become Krishna conscious. You mix in other desires for being here in this kind, you're not going to get the flavor, you're not going to get the taste. Don't mix it, you see. Come with one desire only to develop Krishna consciousness. And then Krishna will reciprocate. He reciprocates with us in either case, either directly to the spiritual energy or indirectly to the material energy. Which energy do you want? want to be caught up in the material energy or the spiritual energy. So, if you want the spiritual energy, then make one motive only. I must give my love to Krishna. We all have a tendency to love, isn't it? We see that somebody who doesn't have a family, we've seen, they keep a dog. We can take the dog for a walk every year. Oh, I love my dog. My dog loves me. I love my dog. Some even sleep with their dog at night. It's foolish people, isn't it? So, instead of having a loving relationship with a dog, D-O-G, and a loving relationship G-O-D. Either D-O-G or G-O-D. Either dog or God, if you prefer. So, Prabhupada is teaching us how to love a relationship with God. That is the sum and substance of Krishna consciousness movement. We start off by having some faith, shraddha, in the process, and we have a little faith. So let me associate with the sadhus and devotees of the Lord, sadhu sangha. That's the next one. First faith, in association with sadhus. Then what do the sadhus say? Okay, you have to do this, take up bhajana kriya, take up activity and devotion, and that's in a really give up with that. Chant Hare Krishna 16 times every day. Bhajana kriya. No illicit sex, no meeting, no intoxication, no gambling, and not nirviti. And then what happens? If you embrace these principles seriously, 16 rounds and 4 reds. If you embrace it very seriously, then what happens? You become fixed up. You said that the old days of ISKCON, when we're back in the brahmachari, they uses it, but really he's always fixed up. He's a fixed up devotee. And so, when you become fixed up, Savaism, Akka, Vaishnavism, Nishta, to become fixed. And by becoming solidly fixed in Krishna consciousness, then it opens up a whole new channels within your hearts. It's like in the radio station dial, there's many different, you can tune into this station or that station. On the internet now, you can tune into this website, that website. And so many things you can tune into. You have your choice. You can tune into Maya or tune into Krishna. We all want to tune in. Our nature is we want to be tuned into something. In my writings, they tune in is nothing. Just tune into the oneness of the boy that says tune into the boy. We all want to be tuned into something. It's our nature. So let's tune into Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. And according to our sensitive love, this is the nice point about this science, about this process, about this technique. According to the intensity of your love you put into it, Krishna reciprocates. In other words, Baba pointed out here, the amazing point he made in Prabhupada. Let's take a look at that point. Very nice point. The pure devotees, both here and the temple, both associated him in person. But about some neophytes are not pure yet. We have also associates with them. In other words, this is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. You can have a personal relationship with God. It's like you have a relationship with your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your friend. You can have a personal relationship with God. It's what amazed me about this movement, Krishna consciousness. So when I was a Christian, we thought that God was some big, big person way up there on the mountain somewhere very far away. You know. You couldn't really have any personal reciprocation with him. You just bow down to like 20 miles away. But when I discovered Krishna consciousness, I was amazed. I found this verse in the Gita, Patram Pushpam Padam Tayam Yome Bhakta Prayashti Tadam Bhaktura Visham Visham Atmana. If one offers me a leaf, a fruit, flower, or water with bhakti, with love and devotion, I will accept it. And I was amazed. They never taught me in the Christian church. You can directly get something that God even accept it from person to person. It's like somebody gives you a gift and you accept it from person to person. I was amazed. Wow. This is really phenomenal stuff. You have a direct relation. You God can personally say something. You say, well, how can he do that? There's so many millions and millions of living entities. How would he have time to even think about little old me? But Krishna has inconceivable potency, unlimited conscious, unlimited awareness. But the proof, there's so many proofs at this point. It's like looking at Dwarka. How many queens? 16,100 queens. And each queen associated with Krishna as if she was the only queen. Could you imagine? She was the only, the other queen is thinking, well, I'm really for Krishna comes to my palace every night. Those poor little queens, you know. He's coming to my palace every night. Yeah, I'm the special one because he's always coming to every queen. I'm the special queen because he's coming to my palace every night. See how they can reciprocate. So in the same way, you can associate with each and every queen as if she was number one. Krishna associates with each and every devotee as if he's the most important person in all of existence. You know this? You're a little kid? You understand? He's turned in somewhere else. He doesn't really understand. Now he's looking here, looking. A little boy, do you understand what I'm saying? Is your mind somewhere else, looping around the Milky Way? Yeah, tune in. You tune in what I'm saying, because if you tune into this channel, you're going to get spiritual knowledge, you see. When you tune in, what does Krishna say? Tadvadi pratipapena paripashnena sevaya upadekshate jnana jnana tadarshina. Just try on the truth by approaching the spiritual master, inquiring and submissively render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. I don't claim any great knowledge, but by the mercy of Prabhupada, I've seen so many things. And I want to share it with you all. And you're doing this since 71 with 54 years. I've been practicing this time. And most of them weren't even born when I started. How many people are 54 years or older here? There's a few, maybe. But most of you weren't even born when I was 50. What is your age? Huh?
I was born in 1968.
68, okay. Well, actually, I began chanting in 60. I said in my memoir, they have a memoir here. Yeah, I have an amazing story of how I became a devotee. Even before I met the devotees, I was practicing Krishna consciousness. Some friend of mine gave me the mantra, and I hardly read a Gita. It wasn't Prabhupada's Gita. But I went to the library and got a regular, some generic Bhagavad Gita, and I learned from that Bhagavad Gita you can all feel to. So later on, I met the ISKCON devotees. Before I met ISKCON, I was practicing Krishna. Because it must have been her previous lifetime. Actually, Prabhupada told us, so you American boys, there were Indians in your previous birth. Now you've taken birth on the web to help me get this movement started. So I first came to India to the Mayapur festival. I thought I'd come back home with me. It looks to me like I'm an Indian in my previous birth. But by Krishna's grace, now I've come back to being who I really am. Shivara Sarupahaya Krishna Nixada. I tried to be happy and a successful person in the material world. It didn't work. Even I was a recognized singer-songwriter, I still wasn't happy. But when I actually became the disciple of Srila Prabhupada, a wonderful day in August of 1971, when he accepted me as a disciple, everything turned around. Everything turned around. When you actually take initiation with a bona fide guru, the whole life, like turning on the switch. It's like here, we all always lights. You turn off the lights, a little bit difficult to deal, we can't see anything. But you become initiated by the spiritual master, and boom, it flips on the light, and it becomes visible. Oh yes, I'm the eternal servant of Krishna. Krishna's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My duty is to serve him and please and love him by every thought, word, and deed, in all time, place, and circumstances. Let me become serious now about awakening my Krishna consciousness. Now, Guru Maharaj, you've been sitting here very silently. I like that. She has great realizations about the science of bhakti. I want to ask her to share her realizations now with you all. All right. You guys have any questions? Any questions? No questions? There's a question back here.
The question about yesterday class also combined. Here, Krishna is telling in which way you want to start that, or even is. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur yesterday class explained few places Bhaktivinoda Thakur is explaining I am a fallen soul, proof is an accident. But in few places, understanding I am giving you the hint. So, how can we understand the Vaishnavas more well?
No, he doesn't.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur sometimes said that I am a foreign soul. In other times, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that this is the hint to advance in spiritual life. So, Acharya sometimes says that I am a foreign soul, and sometimes he gives instruction how to understand the mode of Vaishnavas.
The more you feel yourself fallen, the more you advance. Oh yes, my dear devotees, I'm very advanced. See, got my Brahmin thread and Chila. See, I'm very advanced. Forget it, you're a rascal. Only feel I'm the lowest servant of the servant. The more you can feel yourself the most fallen servant of the servant, now you're starting to wake up a little bit. All the great, even what did Prabhupada say? His spiritual master in his prayer, he said, save me if fallen, you're the right grace. Prabhupada said, I have fallen soul. If Prabhupada says he's a fallen soul, what should I think about myself? Oh yeah, I'm really advanced. Yeah, idiotic. Prabhupada says, save me if fallen. The more you feel yourself fallen, that's when you're starting to wake up and realize who you really are. Understand?
So, Vaishnavas can be treated maybe like foreign. Is it possible? Vaishnavas both are having foreign. Is it foreign? So, it's okay, like it's an artificial, it has to come from the heart.
Vaishnavas always say, I am fallen. So is it a negative thing or is that in an artificial way we also say that we are fallen? So how to understand?
Oh, yes. I may say, oh, devotees. I do devotees. I'm very make you show of it. I'm really, really proud to say that. I say that in full. Yeah, my dear devotees. Yeah. I'm really proud. You see what I'm saying? You can make a show of thing yourself. Called Shobado Vaishnavism. You may feel the innocent public, but you won't feel Krishna. You won't feel Prabhupada. They can see exactly where you are. So, what is that saying? A madman can speak, what is it? Pandale can, I forget the Bengali. It was a Bengali saying, a madman can speak anything and a goat can eat anything. Pandale Kinakaya, Chakavay King, something like that. I think it's Bengali thing. Don't just be like a madman, You have to speak according to your realizations. What you realize, stop it. Whatever you realize, share with the whole world. One of my students asked me, am I qualified to preach? Can I give classes? I said, well, if you know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we're all His eternal servants, you're qualified to preach the whole world. Doesn't take a big PhD degree to give lectures on the science of Krishna consciousness. Do you understand? Even little kids. Do you understand that the servant of Krishna? Krishna is the eternal Supreme Personality of Godhead. You're qualified to enlighten the whole world. Go out and preach. Enlighten all these fallen souls. They're all the eternal servants of Krishna, and Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Any other questions? Yeah.
How to overcome laziness mind of enemy.
He said that we can share.
Yes, Adhikārī Maharaji will take some questions.
How to overcome our laziness mind of enemy?
How to overcome your laziness?
And mind of enemy.
Mind of
Enemy.
This is my enemy after all.
So then you have to make your mind friend. By chanting Hare Krishna. So you have to conquer the mind. Mind is your great enemy or it's the greatest friend. Okay? Nobody can do anything about your mind. And instructions will be given, you have to utilize it.
Yes.
The devotee sees in unusual dreams like things not been seen in this world, bit like flowers, trees, bridges, creepers, with many devotees, etc. What it means. Actually, dreams don't be all excited. Think of your dream means you're some great celebrated personality. Because dreams, there's so many images we have in our brains. In our life, I've seen a mountain, I've seen a garbage can, and the dreams just like all mix it together and swirl it up. It's just a combination of so many images you had in your life. Don't think, yeah, I dreamt about a mountain, so I must be a celebrated life, so now saying Govardhan in my dream. Don't concoct some idea about yourself or some advanced ability. Always, the most important, don't, instead of trying to listen to your dreams, I'm getting wonderful realizations in my dream, try to hear what Krishna says in the Gita. If you're thinking I should listen to my dreams and not to Bhagavad Gita, then you're in an illusion. Listen to the Bhagavad Gita, and that day will come when you can dream about Krishna every night.
How to develop personal relationship with Krishna?
How to develop personal relationship with Krishna? That's your question. It's not a question of how to. Everything is given. Chant Hare Krishna, make friends with him, serve him nicely, they develop the loving relationship. Not how to. Everything is given. Formula is given already. You have to put into practice. Then you will experiment. You will just like sometimes that Guru did use the example of chemistry. The formula is given H2O. So if you want to understand how H2O becomes water, you have to put it into practice. So it's not a how to. A formula is given, put into practice. How to make a dough, formula is given, make the dough of bread and bake it. Next question.
Prabhu, I want to hear from you one incident, a very wonderful incident that you had with Prabhupada.
Why not many of them?
One which is very.
Why not get many of them? My memoir. You have a copy of my memoir yet? You have some for sale tonight. Why not get many of them? A whole bunch of them. How Prabhupada, and the most amazing thing to me, I'll give you a little sneak preview. We come back from the Ratha Yatra, and we've done it in LA, Los Angeles. That time it was called the world headquarters of this kind of work. There was a wonderful system we even had. Prabhupada would come back from his morning walk, but all by it, he would get out of the car and walk down the sidewalk There's quarters on the side of the building. So all the devotees would line up all the way up and down the sidewalk between between the street and his quarters. So every one of us had a flower in our hand, and Prabhupada had a basket of flowers. We would give Prabhupada a flower as a gift, and he would give us a gift in return. So you had your own one-on-one with Prabhupada. So, Prabhupada, I was about the third one in line. I got my flower, and I was so happy. Oh, I have a flower now that Prabhupada gave me. Oh, it's wonderful. Anyway, there's something which is, when you're with Prabhupada, there's something called drinking Prabhupada into your heart through your eyes. So when he came down the end of the flower queue and was going along the front of the building into his quarters, I stood on some steps in front of the building so I could drink Prabhupada into my heart through my eyes. I was just standing there taking a darshan of Prabhupada. And Prabhupada looked over at me. He was wondering if I got a flower out yet. He held up the flower. Did you get one yet? And I said, yes, I showed him my flower. So that really, there was a huge crowd of devotees there. The Prabhupada noticed me out of all the huge crowd of devotees, maybe 50 or 60 devotees. He noticed me and wanted to make sure I got the flower. So that's a very special moment in my life. The Prabhupada noticed me out of a huge crowd, wanted to make sure I got the devotee. Why did he notice me? Because I took that special endeavor to have a darshan of Prabhupada as he walked by. Krishna reciprocated because I wanted a special darshan with Prabhupada. Krishna and Prabhupada gave it to me. So there's so many wonderful things. Get my book and you can read so many amazing things about how I became a devotee and how Prabhupada blessed me in so many things. Next question, thank you very much. Questions? പുറകിലിരിക്കുന്നവർക്കും ചോദിക്കും.
How do we experience our personal connect with Krishna?
How do we experience personal relationship with Krishna?
How do we experience our personal relationship? You want answer from Gurumada or Gurudev? Experience our personal relationship.
First you have to understand yourself, then you will know your relationship with Krishna. If you are thinking your body, then you are not related with Krishna. Because body is not given by Krishna. It's given by the three modes of material nature. Although it is the elements are given by Krishna, earth, water, fire, air, but the three modes are controlling it. So if you want personal relationship, you have to understand that you are not this body. And this is the first instruction Krishna gives Arjuna. You are not this body. Do you know this? You are not this body.
Yes, I know that Gurumata. But for me, I always, because we are so much in the material world.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you have to understand you are spirit soul. When you understand you have the same nature as Krishna, then why you have to struggle in this material world? Because you had a material desire, so you are struggling and you have forgotten your relationship with Krishna. So you have to now awaken to that state. So what is your relationship with Krishna? Just like a hand has a relationship with the body. And if you have the body, the hand is diseased and does not serve the body, then this hand is useless and sometimes it has to be amputated. So unless this hand is going to serve the whole, then you will develop that lost relationship. So As a spirit soul, we being part and parcel, we are separated, so we have to serve Him. And then we can awaken our domain of relationship. And then next thing, you have to start serving. There are 9 processes. So you can start, and in ISKCON we have a chanting of Hare Krishna, very simple. And chanting of Hare Krishna sounds simple, but it's a yagya. Yagya is not very easy, right? Any kind of yagya. You could do the material yagya or you can do spiritual yagya. But this spiritual yagya will help you to connect with Krishna. So you chant up to 60. Prabhupada has given minimum 16 mala japa. So if you can chant that and eat only Krishna Prasad, following the regulative principle, and whatever is given in this Shastra, you follow. Then we just like here in the material world, we have to follow the rules and regulations of the material government. So why not we follow the rules and regulations of Krishna consciousness or Krishna? Then we will start relating with Him. We have a Bhagavad Gita, read Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving a lot of instructions. Okay? So how many malas you do every day? 8. Why half? You eat 3 times. Why half meal? You should come to 16 rounds as soon as possible. And choose a time where you can do the full yagya. Then you can evaluate that. Okay. And don't get the food from outside. Cook your own. Give it, offer it to Krishna with love and devotion. Like you are serving your family members, serve Krishna with love and devotion. That's where you have developed a relationship. Okay? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna start doing that? 16 mala, yes, it's good. Okay. Next time I come, I'll ask.
That's a good question. Can we really ready for the answer? Be really strong. Be ready, as Vimara, be ready, take whatever comes. Question is, we are all working with Krishna according to our desire. Then can friendship with Krishna be awarded if one worships while practicing sadhana bhakti? There's 2 ways of seeing Krishna as a friend. Now, there's the spiritual world where there's cowherd boys who see Krishna as their friend. Now, can I jump to that rasa? Is it in the sadhana platform? Can I be Krishna's friend like that? No. You cannot jump this from it's called Sarup Siddhi. When you realize your relationship in neutrality, servitorship, friendship, pyramid, and conjuring, you cannot jump. And don't try to imagine, oh yes, I'm sure I'm a gopi. I mean, don't. This is called sahajaism. Don't try to jump to some the sarupa artificially. You have to start off being the bona fide disciple, the bona fide spiritual master, and serve him faithfully. But on the other side, Sridham Sarabhuttanam, Krishna is the most intimate, well-wishing friend of every living entity. So Krishna is already your best friend. As the Supreme Lord and you as his servant, he's already there. He's sitting within your heart right now. He's sitting, he's right there with you. So it means very dear to your heart. Krishna is already your best friend. He's with you at every minute. He sees what you're doing. He sees what you're thinking. He sees what you're speaking. And he's reciprocating with you accordingly. You already have Krishna as your best friend right now. So learn how to please your best friend by always thinking, speaking, and acting in such a way that pleases him.
The question is here, as per Gita, it is mentioned that soul and super soul inside us. As super soul is concerned, it is part and parcel of Krishna. But still we used to do better and good means even after knowingly how to overcome this dharma of karma. Okay, whose question is this? Very nice question. Yes, super soul and soul are sitting side by side. Together. But super soul is neutral, and super soul is waiting when you're gonna turn around and look. He gives you guidance, but you have to see that he is giving you guidance. Right now he is giving you guidance to bring you here. So you have come. How much you gonna take it? How much you gonna leave it? He gives you independence with it. Take it or leave it. He doesn't force you. He's not gonna force you. He's neutral. So just like um, so that it's part and parcel. That's why he refers that we hear him, or as we can see in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says to Arjuna, I have given you this instruction, now you can do it or you can leave it. So Krishna never forces anybody. He gives you full freedom. So that's how we do good and bad things. But if we want to get out of the karma, we have to follow the instructions. Yeah, that is a beginning stage. Whatever you gonna do, little bit of Krishna consciousness, you're gonna get result. But that's you have to decide. Nobody can force you. Does that answer you? If you're taking a Krishna consciousness or somebody has to force. I will force everybody, but again, it's independent. Hmm. Yeah, but you have to practice it. Not forcing you to come. Forcing you to. Yes, that Paramatma is guiding you. As he says, that I'm seated in everyone's heart, and I am journeying with the right direction that you don't need to take. So you have taken any activities. Huh? How many? How many Japamala? Huh? Why 8? Then Mataji also said 8. Why 8? Huh? Focus. Whole life you don't focus, you will never be able to because your mind is running so many places. You have to do this. The top 5 is the latest devotee with Acharya and his brothers. You get minimum 60. We are supposed to chant 64. Huh? Why don't you chant 60? You must chant 60. Hmm? We're gonna do that. That probably will not try. If I give you a plate of prasadam, are you gonna try or are you gonna hunt me down? Huh? This is a special mercy. 16 hours. You may not even get it. You may have to chant 120 or 64 hours. Prabhu, you can make sure that he's chanting 16 hours every day.
Initially, when I started chanting, I used to feel that Krishna was reciprocating, but now the very same chanting seemed monotonous. Why? Krishna is still reciprocating. We just read that verse tonight. Yayata mam prapanyante tam tataya vijnana. Inasmuch as I surrender me and reward them accordingly. So if you're feeling the chanting is monotonous, that's the reward you're getting. So the intensity of your love has gone way, 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 way down. That's why you're feeling monotonous. Actually, it's non-operata the real problem. Rupa Goswami has stated very nicely, if I remember the Sanskrit, Chunde Tandavani Vikinate Tandavali Bhavdane Karna Kradakadambani Gatayate Kanadadevasthi Ham Chekta Tangani Sangani Vijaya Sandriyanam Pratim No Jani Janita Kiyade Amrita Krishna Tivanadvaya. He said, I do not know how much nectar these two syllables Krishna have produced. Because when I vibrate Krishna, this one mouth is not big enough to hold all that nectar. I need many, many mouths. And then Krishna enters the holes of my ears. I need billions and trillions of ears to hold that nectar. And then Krishna dances in the courtyard of my heart. My mind is completely stunned and my senses are inert. So we can't even measure how much nectar there is in these two syllables, Krishna. So reciting monotonous, that means we're not focused on chanting. Our mind is going somewhere else. We got Hare Krishna on the lips, and our mind is somewhere else. The mind is flying here and there around the Milky Way. It's flying here and there, but it's not fixed on the chanting. If you're not tasting the nectar, it means your chanting is only on the lips and it's not from your heart. We have to learn how to chant from our hearts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And we will take the sweetest nectar, and that nectar gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. Ad infinitum. Isn't it? Hare Krishna.
Sometimes we are stuck into some situation where we do not have devotee association. That is not true. Whose question is this? That is not true. Right now you want an association, you are here with the association of devotees. Huh? Where you are stuck. If you want the association of devotees, Paramatma will drag you. If you really want, but if you want half and half, he will give you half and half. Or if you want a full, then he will give you full. There is no excuse. Whatever you want to do, Krishna provides you. The association of devotees is not difficult. They are all available everywhere. You just have to grab the association. You will do that, right? Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna. And then he says, and how to keep our enthusiasm up in Krishna consciousness. Yeah, that's the whole association of devotees. That's where you're going to get full enthusiasm.
Question.
How to find lasting happiness in Krishna consciousness?
How to find lasting happiness in Krishna consciousness? It's very simple. Just be Krishna conscious. Krishna consciousness means lasting happiness. It's already there. If you're not finding lasting happiness, then you're not Krishna conscious. It's simple thing. Yato yato nishalati mamas chanchalamastharam tatasthatamayam yatat nadmayavarsam yayat. From wherever and wherever the mind wanders, to its flickering and unsteady nature, one will certainly withdraw it. You bring it back under the control of this stuff. You're not tasting lasting happiness because your mind is going away from Krishna consciousness, going back to false ego consciousness. I am the Lord of all earth and air. You gotta bring the mind back, bring it back, bring it back. That naughty little kid is running here and there, creating all havoc in the house. You gotta train that naughty kid how to be an obedient child, an obedient servant. So if you bring your mind back to Krishna consciousness, you'll find not only lasting happiness, but ever increasing happiness. The time is actually up. You go over time.
Even after hearing many times that we the servants of the Lord, why am I struggling to grasp it? Because you are lazy? It's not difficult. Huh? You have to just put your mind and you can just grasp it. 10, 16 runs, it's only Krishna Prasada. Not cooked outside, But the devotees, you have it, but you are lazy. Yeah, don't be lazy. Yes, it is there. Laddu is there, you have to eat it. Huh? If you're not lazy or I don't like it, you have to see how it is look like. Then you want it to okay. Okay. That's good.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj Gurumata, thank you very much for your presence. Every year your presence makes us, the devotees numbers is increasing. Uh, we hope within 2 years we already purchased the land. We are yet to start the construction. Within 1 year or 2 years, we hope can give a satsang in our own land. It will be a little bit bigger one because we can explain you in better way. And one more humble request with Maharaj and Guru Mata. Please bless each and every devotees so that they can become initiated devotees and they should start preaching this Hare Krishna. Yes, this center is full and fully maintained and they are taking care all the Maharaj and Guru Mata disciples, especially Krishna Saya Prabhu and family, Chaitanya Prabhu and family, then Radhasaya Prabhu and family, Sukut Gopal Prabhu and family. They all are taking care very nicely. This center is running because of disciples. They are taking care of each and every single thing meticulously and everything. Thank you for your presence, Hare Krishna.
We want to thank everybody. Um, Prabhu said that we should bless, but you all have blessings already from Krishna. Now it is up to you, as I said to this Prabhu. Take the laddu and eat. Laddu is given to you. Now everybody has laddu of Krishna consciousness. We worship Laddu Gopal. He is giving you all laddus. So we take the laddu and eat and become Krishna conscious. This is Krishna consciousness. But this is the prime duty of human life. Prime duty of human life. Otherwise, we are half animal or half human. That cannot be. That is not possible. So either we are in an animal category or human. If we follow the instructions of the Shastra and mold our life to make this get out of the cycle of birth and death, that is human life. And Krishna has done his part to bring everybody. This is mentioned. Only Bhagyavan Jiv. We are all fortunate. So please take it seriously. Make the human life successful. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please take it.
So now Guru Mata and Maharaj serve prasadam. So each and everybody come in a queue, give some dakshina. This is our prime duty to serve the Vaishnavas. Should give some dakshina and collect prasadam. Come in a queue. After they have prasadam, you can Hare Krishna.